Oh wait, I'm starting to remember everything. Okay, so I got off the plane to Japan. Because it's the sakura season, there were so many people. There were so many people that I couldn't even like breathe. There were so many people in customs. Usually it takes me like maybe 30 to 40 minutes to get out. That day, it took me 2 hours. I don't know why everyone wants to see the sakura. Like, come on guys, you have probably seen the sakura trees like so many times. Let's not pretend, okay? But you know who hasn't seen the sakura for a while? Me! And also, I kind of live there, so I deserve to be on land. So we were in customs, and I don't know why, but everybody that was in that lineup, for some reason, was really very, very confused as to why they were lining up. First of all, I get really nauseous on a plane. I think you guys know this is like my 7th story about being nauseous on a plane. The consequences of like flying for 12 hours. And everybody starts asking me questions. We're in line, very slowly moving, and this guy behind me, he's like, Ma'am, did we butt in front of you? I didn't know he was talking to me, so I ignored him. And then he like poked me on the shoulder. He was like, Ma'am, did we butt in front of you? In my head, I'm like, no matter how jet lagged I am, like if you're behind me, how are you butting in line? Do you know what butting in line means? Butting in line means that you cut in front of somebody. This man was behind me. It didn't make any sense. I think it was as jet lagged as I was. I was like, no. And then I just ignored him. Like, what? What? What doesn't make any sense? You're behind me. How are you butting in front of me? I don't get it. But anyway, it pissed me off enough for me to remember. This was like a month ago. Like, don't touch me. I'm like, I just threw up, you know? And then like some other lady in front of me after like 20 minutes was like, do you know what this line is for? I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe we're on our way to fucking jail. Like, how are you lining up for something that you don't know what it is? This lady in front of me was just like, do you know what we're lining up for? And I'm like, customs? Like, and she's like, oh, okay, so this is customs. Like, well, what do we do after flying? We fucking line up for the bathroom, or I don't know. Like, what? There's just so many stupid people around me while I was being nauseous. Like, seriously, they're like these NPCs that are just like in front and behind me being like, today I grew up. Like, I don't fucking care who you are, and I don't fucking care about your questions. I'm nauseous. I don't want to speak to you. I just want to get out of this customs line. Also, for some reason, they didn't put on the AC. Like, there's like 200 people that just got off a flight, and we're like in line for 2 hours. And nobody thought, oh wow, it's kind of hot. Maybe I should turn on the AC. Like, even the workers at the custom, like the immigration officers, you know, the staff. Though I saw this one guy who was working there, he was like sweating his ass off. He was like, oh, atsui desu ne? Like to his coworker. And I was like, yes, very atsui. Please, put on the AC. Like, God Lord, Jesus Christ. Somebody use their brains, please. It can't just be me. I don't have a brain. Please, like, it was terrible, guys. I hated lining up for customs. It was so stupid. And I went to the immigration officer, and they were like very sussy of me for some reason. Like, hello? I've come to this country like every other month. Like, please, why are you sussy of me now? Okay, actually, maybe that's why. This immigration officer's like, what's your job? And I was like, my job? And then he was like, is this your occupation? And he points to like the occupation that says like entertainer, and I was like, oh yes, so desu, entertainer desu. And then he's like, okay, you can go. I almost exposed myself. I was like, oh my god, does he have to know what I do? Do I have to give him my YouTube channel? Is he gonna subscribe? Then he let me go, and I was like, oh, thank god. So that was customs. It was awesome. The plane ride was okay, but I always get nauseous. There was this one like turbulent moment coming back home to Canada. There's like this old lady that was lining up to go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, she was in a cast. Like, the cast was pretty high. It went all the way to her thighs. So she must have like sprained or like broken a leg or something. For some reason, she wasn't really being helped by anybody. She was waiting in line, but turbulence happened. And it was pretty wobbly, like to the point where the seatbelt sign lit up, and like even the pilot was like, everybody please return back to your seats and put your seatbelts on. So like everybody that was in the bathroom line kind of rushes back to their seat. But this poor woman, like the turbulence was already happening. This poor woman was just struggling to like, walk to begin with. But like on top of that, with harsh turbulence. And with turbulence, I'm nauseous. Like, even before the turbulence, I'm nauseous. But, like, with the turbulence, I'm even more nauseous. So I'm just like, I'm just trying not to throw up. I'm not gonna lie. But, like, I'm in a seat where I can see this lady is struggling. And I'm, like, looking at other people, like, they're concerned too, but not concerned enough to get up and help this poor lady in a cast. In my head, I'm like, that's not my job. I'm also a victim of, like, turbulence. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm about to throw up. Like, what if I help her and I throw up in her cast? But, like, nobody was helping her. And also, like, where's your family? I was just like, is nobody gonna help this lady? And it was like a good, like, 3-minute struggle. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I know, I feel bad saying this, but I watched her struggle for 3 minutes. And, like, the flight attendants are not gonna help because they don't get paid enough for it, I guess. Like, nobody was helping her. I was just like, hello? Does nobody see this woman, or am I, like, hallucinating? But clearly people, like, saw her because I saw a couple of people react and were like, are you okay? But, like, with their seatbelts on. Like, imagine watching this lady struggle with a cast and then you're in front of her with your seatbelt on, very nicely tight and safe, and you look at her in the eyes and you're like, are you okay? Like, I can't believe I just witnessed that happening. I'm like, what's wrong with you, bitch? Like, I thought we were Canadian. Like, that's what we do. We're like peacekeepers. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be the one to stand up and help this poor lady. I don't even have physical strength. I don't have energy. I'm nauseous. I'm gonna throw up on this poor woman. Like, seriously, I'm a twink. Nobody stood up, so I was like, fuck. It's like the universe was whispering into my ear, like, help her. Help her. She needs you. And I'm like, fine. I unbuckle my seatbelt and I stand. I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, oh yeah, I just need some help going back. And I'm like, where's your seat? And she's like, 23D. And I'm like, 23D? Where the fuck did you come from? This is 56F. Like, the closest bathroom is on the other side. You walked all the way with a cast? And I was like, wow, you're really far. She's like, yeah, I really had to go to the bathroom, and this one had a shorter line. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, now you're not going to the bathroom anyways. You should just pee in your cat. So I help her. I help her all the way to 23D, and I just want everyone to know that I am very, very nauseated. Like, I'm about to fucking throw up. I'm like, but I didn't. You know, I held it in. I'm like, I'm not gonna throw up on this poor old lady. She already has, like, a sprain. She has to pee. And if I throw up, like, honestly, it's the end of her life. Like, I can't do this to her. I fucking hold it in. Like, I'm like, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. Like, don't puke, don't puke, don't puke, don't puke. If I puke now, I will never forgive myself. Finally fucking got to 23D, and she's like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm like, I don't have time to stand here for your thank. I need to go back to my seat so that I can be nauseous in peace. I fucking run back. And I remember one of the flight attendants, like, that was, like, sitting on the far end of the hallway. She saw me running and she was like, please get back to your seat. And I'm like, fuck you, bitches. Fuck you, bitches. Like, seriously. Did you not just see what I just did? Like, seriously, fuck off. I will throw you off this plane. I know how to open this door. Like, I've sat beside this door like a million times the past 6 months. I will throw you out. Even if it means that I'm going out with you, I will throw you out. Like, be careful. I was pissed. At that point, my anger was kind of like overriding my nausea a bit. So it kind of helped that she, like, please sit back in your seat. Like, no fucking shit. What do you think I'm going? You think I'm going back to 23D? No, I'm going to 56F, bitch. Shut the fuck up. So, like, I go back, sit down, and then I'm like, finally, I can be nauseous in peace. And the fucking turbulence, like, I don't know how long it was, but honestly, it felt like the whole ride. It was just like, I'm like, fuck this plane, fuck the air flight attendants, fuck 23D, fuck 56F, fuck all of you! Leave me alone! I hate helping people. Why am I always helping old people? Like, I help old people cross the street in my neighborhood, and now I have to help old people in the sky? Who am I? Who am I? Enna Alouette! Who am I? Anyways. I feel so bad. Oh, I don't mean like for helping. I mean, I feel bad for my cold. Why is she so good at making misery sound entertaining? Well, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's you and your sadistic tendency of feeling some sort of joy from others' misery. Have you ever thought of that? Yeah.
Always wanted everybody to call me Onechan.
I'm gonna get demonetized.